Hey, so what are UVs and how do we unwrap them? A UV map is a 2D representation of our 3D model. We quite literally flatten out our mesh, however only in UV space. The process of creating a UV map is called UV unwrapping. When we unwrap our UV map, the information is stored inside of our mesh as a UV channel. Don't be put off by the term UV map, it's nothing special. Just like how 3D space has X, Y and Z coordinates, 2D space has UV and W. UV coordinates are based on a 0 to 1 grid, with 0.5 as the middle coordinate. A UV map consists of your 3D model's X, Y and Z coordinates flattened out into UV W space. So what is the W coordinate? The W coordinate is the third dimension of a texture coordinate, and although you can't have a 3D texture, you can use the W coordinate to manipulate a material. However, we don't really need to worry about that as it's very rarely used. So just to clarify, unwrapping doesn't affect the physical shape of our mesh, it only affects the UV channel. I know as a beginner, UV maps can seem overwhelming, but hopefully this video can shine some light on what they are. So, we're back in Blender and we want to see our UV channel. You can simply select the UV editing tab at the top of the screen. By default, Blender's cube is already unwrapped, as you can see here. However, if we look at our reference again, you can see each face of this block has the same texture. So instead of painting this 6 times or copying, pasting and rotating it, we're going to stack our UVs on top of one another. This way each face will share the same UV space, so if I paint on one face, we'll paint the exact same thing on all of the other faces. So let's do that now. We're first going to change our selection mode to face, and now we're going to select the A key to select all our faces. And now we're going to right click on the model, go to UV Unwrap Faces and select Cube Projection. Now as you can see, all of our faces have been stacked up on top of one another. So just before we end this episode, you may want to rename your cube and save your progress. So to rename your cube, go to this panel on the right hand side, select our cube, hit the F2 key and give it a name like block. Now to save your project, go to File and click on Save. Alternatively, you can hit Ctrl and S to save your progress. When this window pops up, browse to where you wish to save your model, give it a name, hit enter, and then hit Save Blender File. That's it for this tutorial. I know UV mapping can seem confusing, but hopefully this video has helped you better understand them. Join me in the next episode where we will create the material and the texture for our block.